Hey, I'm Dion, and this is my 73 RX2.
Let's go.
This is so rad. Hey man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. Let's go. So this is a 1973
Yep.
RX2.
Yep.
That's an original RX2?
No. It started life as a 616.
Yep.
I picked it up 15 years ago.
Wow.
It was a relic from the 90s show scene.
Oh really?
So when I grabbed it, it had, big sub enclosures in the back and perspex with
Oh wow.
amplifiers and things. And
Almost sex spec before it was around.
yeah.
So was it like a 90s show car?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bright pink back then.
Yeah.
Had a half cage in the back and all those sort of things.
Oh wow.
Wasn't quite my
Your vision?
sort of vision for
Yep,
it.
yep.
I've slowly been putting it back to, not original, but just back to more factory spec.
And so when you brought it, it was already RX?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it was a rolling shell.
Okay, yep.
The guy had a Series 5 turbo motor in it.
Yep.
He'd blown it up and decided to move on.
And so what motor's in it now?
So it's a motor built by Andre Antonovich.
Yep.
It's an FC block.
FC block, so 13B.
Yep.
Yep.
Bridgeport, high compression rotors.
Yep.
Lightened, balanced.
So you built quite the motor for it, not just a throw together.
Yeah, so it's 273 horsepower at the wheels.
That's alright. And what does it weigh? It must weigh like 800 kilograms.
I have no idea to be honest. When I got it, it already had the shortened Hilux diff in it.
Oh, yep.
Toyota box.
So like an R154 or like a W?
W series.
Yep. Oh wow, the tacho only goes to 5 and then you're off. That's crazy, I've never seen that before.
It's kind of like the last piece of the 90s spec there with
Yeah.
the giant monster turk.
Well, at least it's hidden though, it's not up on your quarter,
Yeah.
taking up half the dash. So it's injected, yeah? No, carbine.
Carbine, 51mm IDA.
Okay, yep. I was wondering why it was struggling.
Yeah, it doesn't like going slow.
So rad though.
Yeah, so prior to this I had a FD
Yes.
race car, and it was lots of fun and really fast, but you had to really push it to meet your limits.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah. You got to go
so
really fast to get fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And so I wanted to build something that I could have lots of fun,
Yep.
sort of at a lower risk threshold, I guess. To be fair, this is relegated pretty much to school pickups these days.
Yep.
So, traumatise some of the mums of their teenage years.
Yes. And the value in these is obscene, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's, end of the day, it's a piece of metal
Yep.
that was produced by a car company. And now they're worth umpteen thousands.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy when you think of, how much they were when we were teenagers.
Yeah, they were almost thrown away.
Yeah, well,
And lots of them were.
I was going to say, my my first car was a Series 1 RX-7.
Yes.
And I took it out one night doing skids, blew it up,
Yep.
and we just pushed it over the bank.
Yeah. Crazy, yeah.
It was more expensive to get it home than it was to just do away with it. So it was a $1,200 car.
Yeah. And now,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure you've been back to that bank and it wasn't there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the last mod I'd like to add to this is a electric brake booster.
Say that all again, I got nothing.
The last thing I'd like to add to this is an electric brake booster.
Yes, yes.
Just because there's no vacuum.
Yep. Oh, of course, yeah.
You really have to stop on the brakes to get anything to happen.
So does that mean the rotor run of these would have a different brake system?
Well, this has got a Nissan Patrol
Oh, okay, yeah.
master in it now. And when they come factory, you know, they have enough vacuum, but
Yes.
once you reach more things, you get much less of that. Look on the overlap.
It's just so obnoxious, it's so good. And you're not even being obnoxious, but it's obnoxious if you know what I mean.
There's no being
No.
obnoxious.
I just love old cars, man. Like, this is rad.
There's definitely something to simplicity.
Yeah. And the rattles and the shakes and the movements and the just to think that we're in something that's older than us, you know, that's what I love. That this has been on the planet longer than we have. It's it'll have some bloody stories.
Oh, but it has. Yeah, the RX2 was never really known for its handling capabilities.
Okay. Because I assume they're elite for area.
No,
No?
it was
Full
a-
shop.
yeah, so it's the first car that Mazda didn't use the leaf suspension
Oh, wow.
in Korea.
And are they coil and shock next to each other like on a Starlet, or are they in one unit?
The one unit, and I think they screwed it up so badly when they released the RX3, they went back to leaf.
Oh really? Wow. So they're really not famous for their handling.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a,
So an R100's a leaf then?
yep,
Yep. Wow.
there's a quote from Alan Moffat, because he used to race them,
Yes.
and it's like, basically your RX2 is just constantly trying to kill you.
Yes.
Just the geometry in the back is just all wrong.
Yep. Yeah, that was cool. She boogies, eh?
Gets there eventually.
Sorry?
Gets up there eventually.
Oh, no, that's awesome. Is it cold or does it need a tune?
It's got a problem with the carburetor at the moment. We'll take it back up to Andre's and get it returned.
Oh, yep, cool.
So basically, this motor's only just finished running, and so it's a slightly different setup to what I had in it previously. Just need to adjust some things in the carburetor and
Yep.
some little bits out. From what he's explained it to me, carburetors are black magic. I don't really.
Oh, yeah, it's a dark art. Yeah. That's why I have fuel injection. Because I went to rebuild my carburetors and bought a Link. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I have.
winding the back windows down on some models.
Yeah, they do. This one does too, except that
Crazy.
I don't have any winders on them yet.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty neat.
so
A
when I-
quarter window winding down.
Yeah, well, when I had bought this car, it had electric windows all around.
Oh wow.
Someone had put electric motors into them, and
Well or not really?
well, 90s shows me.
Yeah. So not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just recently ripped all of the loom out of it.
Yes.
So it had a Series 5 FC loom right through it for
Yep.
the previous motor and
Oh,
everything.
from the old motor, yeah.
And that was what was connected up to all the windows and everything.
Yep.
So I'm about to start running a new loom through it, which is why we've got no indicators and things at the moment.
Yep. You can do that all yourself.
Maybe. We'll see.
Small plug, but Market Rewise, legend. He's who did everything on my car, and he's a rotor guy, so
Can't go wrong
just
there.
putting that out there. And he's in Hamilton, so not too far away. This is the second time I've driven a rotary. Last time was a factory FD, so I imagine it'll be a little bit different.
Slightly.
Yeah. So this is 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way. 1973 Rx2. Oh, this all feels new to me. Yay. The brakes are what I think. Yep. Oh, it's got about the same brakes as my car. Fuck off. Oh man, this is wicked. The gear stick's so far away from my little arms.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah. Yeah. It just feels like a car of this era should, is the easiest way to describe it, I reckon. It does feel older than the Starlet, but it's 10 years older than the Starlet, so it should. It's to me, it's very similar to the cars, you know, K20s, all those sorts of things. They all feel the same inside. They almost look the same inside, arguably.
Yeah.
But just that noise, so cool. Not too many cars are that exciting under idle, eh? You know? Oh yeah, when you actually get it out there, it's a lot of fun. I'm just scared of the handling, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of bump steer.
Sorry?
Fair bit of bump steer.
Yeah. So it is quite low.
Not really.
Just that wonderful geometry you mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that's so rad. Cool, man. That was freaking rad.
Yeah,
I
cool.
really enjoyed that. So, why an RX2?
I've always had rotors, and it was just one of those cars that I've always wanted and never had a chance to own.
Yeah.
So when I saw it come up on Trade Me, I was like, right, I'm going to do it. And yeah, it's 14 years ago now.
So tell me about buying it. You saw it on Trade Me, then what?
Yep. So it was an ex-show car. It was a rolling shell. The guy had previously had blown his motor and taken it out.
And it was already purple?
It was already purple.
Yep.
And then, yeah, it was full 90s show car spec with, giant sub box in the boot, fiberglass amplifier covers and neon lights.
The whole lot.
The whole lot.
So it was like pre-6 spec, wasn't it, really?
Yeah. Yep. Had FTO seats in the front and all sorts of glorious 90s.
So good at the time.
Yeah.
But how wrong were we? Well, them really, because they're slightly older than us, that generation, isn't it, really?
Yep.
90s show scene slightly before us.
Yep. So basically I got it and sort of ripped everything out that I could.
Yep.
And started taking it back to not 100% original, but just more factory looking than what it was.
Yep. White vinyl. Oh, the inside you mean?
Interior was all white vinyl.
Yep.
And some purple RX logos embroidered into the...
Which makes sense because it would have matched the car, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I want to find... Have you got photos of it?
Yeah, I've got some photos.
I'll grab them off you because that'd be really cool to share. And then so the motor in it, we discussed it in the car, but I'm not sure how good the audio is going to be. So it's a...
So 13B Bridgeport.
Yep.
It's got Series 5 NA rotors in it.
Yep.
Lightened, all clearance and everything.
Yep.
All balanced by Grant Munro.
Yep.
So it's just finished its run-in now. We've got Super Box, Hilux diff, shortened and two-piece drive shaft.
That's a two-piece?
Yep.
That surprises me because it's got to be all of about that long.
A little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
A little bit longer than that. And then 51mm IDA.
Yep.
And yeah, it's got a big real deal radiator in there.
Yep.
The biggest that I could fit possibly.
And it keeps it cool?
Yeah, if anything, too cool.
Yep.
And then...
Well, that's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It was basically built to skid. So,
yep.
Yeah.
It hasn't got to do many of them, or is it?
Oh, it's had its fair share.
It's had a good go? And what's your favourite mod on it that you've done?
Personally, maybe putting the factory seats back into it.
Yep.
It just changed the whole look of the car, I guess.
Yep. Did the FTO seats sit too high?
No, because they'd put it on the standard rails.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think it's just been that whole process of putting the interior back to as standard as possible has been pretty good. And
it looks bloody cool. I was buzzing out that the rear windows rolled down. That was something I didn't know. That's news to me. And so what's your best piece of advice to yourself the day you brought it?
Don't underestimate how much it's going to cost.
Yep. Because it was a shell, right? It just needed a motor plugged in and then off you go.
Just needed a motor and away you go.
Sweet. So would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the right car.
Yep.
Yep. And so what's next with the car?
I think I'd probably put, as I said in the car, an electric brake booster into it.
Yep.
It's got a Nissan Patrol Master in there.
And it felt like there wasn't a lot of assist at all on that.
No, at all. And it's Series 5 brakes all round. So
okay, yep. So it's well over brake.
It should stop.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. So I think putting that vacuum pump on there would make a big difference.
Ever thought about playing with the pedal length?
Yeah, we've played around with it quite a bit.
Okay, yep.
And yeah, it goes here and there sort of thing. It just really needs more vacuum.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of vacuum assisted. A lot of the guys in the Starlet world say because the inlet manifold on a 4H is on where the brake booster is, so there's not a lot of real estate. A lot of guys remove it, and I don't like it at all. I just don't like it. It's a street car to me. I don't know. I'm just used to having vacuum assisted brakes. I think it's how we grew up. Yeah. And cool. So money's no object.
Yep. What
car would be sitting here right now?
Any car.
Well, within reason. A car to use like this, and I normally say to use like this, but you don't ever use this, so it's hard to put that on you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fun car to beat on to, so maybe an RX3 coupe.
Yep. So you think of them as above this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Are they more of a pedigree than this? I thought that these were worth more.
They're probably on par these days.
Yep.
I just prefer the RX3. I think it's that thing growing up that everyone wanted an RX3.
Yeah, it was definitely and they were moonbeams even then when we were young. Well, for a while they weren't, but yeah.
And I've had 15 or so FDs, couple of Series 1s, RX7s, so an RX3 would be something different.
Yep. It's one of the few you haven't had, that in a 4 maybe.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting me drive your car.
Yeah.
As I said at the beginning of the mission, I've only ever driven one rotary before, and it was a factory FD. This was quite different.
Yeah.
I just love, and I know it sounds weird, I really like that tacho. How it goes to 5 and then it comes alive. Because when you were first driving, I was like, what's going on? Is he not revving it at all? And then I glanced down and realised you're revving it to like 5, 5.5, and then suddenly at 6 it starts going again. And I think a couple of times I got to 7 and it started to feel like it was really starting to sing.
Yep.
What does it rev out to?
Had it out to like 11, but that's off the tacho. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that was good.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.